Oh, dude, right there. You just caught one and now I got one. How about that? How about that? Mitchie just caught a nice fish.
There we go. Fishing these little river systems is literally so much fun.
Is it on? Is it on this one? Okay, well this is our third attempt at giving you guys
intro. I better make sure it's still
classy introduction.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video today. We're on a new location. We got this intro scripted because this is the third time we've done it.
I always forget the script though.
I got the script because I've done this already. This is the third time this morning. We're on a new location today. It's me, Mitchell. We've been here for a day and a half. Now, one of the great parts about Wisconsin, Mitchell, although we might not have these big, huge bodies of water,
well, we do have
loaded with walleyes. What do we have?
We have river systems. Even though where we live right now, we got 3 feet of ice and 4 feet of snow. We can drive a couple hours away and hit some open water.
Yeah, it's incredible. And Wisconsin is loaded with these river systems, whether you're talking Great Lakes tributaries in the Green Bay system, whether you're talking like St. Louis River out of Lake Superior, or whether you're talking about the Mississippi River, a ton of pools on the Mississippi River that have great walleye fishing opportunity early in the season, or whether you're in the southern, kind of south central part of Wisconsin, where you have the Wisconsin River, which we're on today, a stretch we've never fished before, the Wolf River, the Rock River, all these little rivers that have walleye fishing potential early in the season like this. We've been here for a day and a half. First day was really good. Then it kind of turned into a little bit of a grind yesterday with some smaller fish. Yeah. And now it's kind of our final little bit of a day here.
Yeah. The first day we caught a couple of really nice fish that we did not expect. We thought it was going to be, some small males or whatever. Last night we were sold on we're going to hit an awesome night bite window. And we hit a little tiny window, but it wasn't a lot of fish. And
now it's the final time here.
It's the final morning. And
so maybe we just kind of take a nice little stroll through the last kind of day and a half, catch some fish, break down some Wisconsin River walleyes, and give you guys some awesome tips for fishing a lot of these smaller systems that are littered across the state and really the Midwest to come out here. A lot of these smaller river systems. Let's film some good walleye now stuff too for the backside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. Stay tuned. Let's get it going on. Let's catch some fish and break down some small river walleyes.
What? Is that one?
Popped, man. I'm 2 for 2 so far. Unreal, yeah. Feels nice. Feels like a little bit nicer fish. We're all making like the same cast. Yeah. And here we go. Fish on. I'll tell you what, if we can just catch... We're catching some littler ones this morning, aren't we? But hey, gotta start somewhere. I moved up 2 inches on this one. I'm now at a 15-inch walleye. And there we go. Spring river walleyes, man. Look at that. A lot of these river systems, they obviously don't have the size that maybe a Great Lakes tributary system would have. Would you agree, Ryan? Not quite. But there we go. I mean, a lot of it is catching just a pile of these, nice 15 to 20-inch fish. And if we could put a couple overs in the boat today, we'll be happy. But that is the cool part about spring, is that there's so many different locations that have fishing potential early. Big rivers, small rivers, tiny rivers. And walleyes run up almost all of them if they're in the system. And maybe we'll do a little talking today on just kind of how you can look at a map and a lot of times find some good stretches of big rivers to fish for spring walleyes.
Seems like a real what? Yeah, they love each other. Oh! Wow!
Better fish maybe. I don't know. No, not yet, Ryan.
I'll get the net right.
Maybe it's a tickle worm kind of day. What do you feel? I'm the only guy with the tickle worm on. Everybody else has on the tickle shad, the swim baits. Here we go. Feels like an alright fish. I was just kind of drifting it across the river, letting it swing back in the current. No, he's not. It felt decent at first, but he's just kind of... Ryan, why are we catching these short fish this morning? Why are they the short ones this morning? Where are the ones we caught yesterday? Should have filmed yesterday, maybe. Who knows? We'll get them by the end of the day. There we go. Nice little fish right there, though. If you're just coming out looking to catch a bunch of them, there's a nice 14, 15-incher. And if we can pile up a bunch of those, still, like I said, it's gonna be a good day on a new system of river.
This back one on though?
Yeah, the back one's on.
Hooked up, you're mic'd up.
Wait, am I? Oh, we are. We're having insane camera difficulties right now. To like next level difficulties, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm surprised. Yeah, I just caught this, set the hook on this fish, and I didn't think we had a camera, but I guess we do have. We have one that's slightly working, and this back one. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe our little morning fest is gonna be cut short because of this, but overall, I'd say it's going pretty good. Alrighty, here we go, another one back in the lake, or in the river, I should say. We've noticed over these past couple days, it's very much a live bait bite, it seems.
Yeah,
and a lot,
morning,
evening, live bait bite. A lot of times you'll see this like early spring, that sometimes they'll be just chomping on plastics. That's when it's like really on fire. When it's not on fire, when you encounter this, you go to, if you can downsize, go to live bait, work it nice and slow, you're gonna have a lot more success from 0 fish to maybe 4 fish. That's the difference.
Fish on, boys. Fish on. Made a little move. Feeling like a nice fish. Oh yeah, nice river. 16, 17 incher right there. This is what we came here to catch, isn't it?
It is. Sure is.
And you know, it's not like it's a on fire deal, but if we can piece together a bunch of those, like I said, that is what we're after right there. Obviously very early as far as spring runs go in these rivers, as we're sitting here like March 3rd or something right now. But you know, so that's kind of what you deal with. A lot of times you're dealing with a lot of males early in the spring run like this. But there we go, man. As good as it gets, coming to new places, catching nice walleyes like that. Big rivers, little rivers, Great Lakes tributaries, Mississippi River, and now sitting here in the middle of Wisconsin, catching some nice walleyes on a smaller river system. Let's let that guy go. And I actually, on that one, back into that kind of tannic water, but actually just switched to a minnow and just went super slow. One thing you can see, I don't know if this river is one of those deals, is you'll see your best bite morning and evening. So a lot of times in the middle of the day, just going super slow, maybe with a piece of live bait, can be key. That's just a little 3/8 Pendu jig tipped with a fathead, and obviously that setup will pretty much catch your fish wherever you go. So we'll see if we can get them on plastics all day, or if we got to switch to live bait, or if Mitchell gets snagged a few more times today. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, so most of our fish are definitely coming pitching jigs, kind of dragging them back into a current. Pretty standard kind of spring river stuff. The other way we're fishing, especially like seems like in the midday when the bite kind of goes a little bit flatter, is we're just kind of drifting a lot of these current seams and keeping the bait real vertical like this. Now the key is to always obviously kind of keep bottom contact, and you can see I'm not doing like big jig strokes. We're drifting down, our jig's drifting down at essentially the same speed. So all I really have to do is pick the rod up, 2-3 inches, and that bait's just kind of drifting back down to bottom, drifting back down to bottom. Here's a little snag here, but pretty simple way to fish really, and basically, like I said, it's super simple to do, and it's nice because you can cover a bunch of water kind of regardless of how much current there is. Now you don't want to be out like in the heaviest current portion of that area. You definitely want to be kind of drifting those current seams. It's not just go all the way up the river, drift all the way down wherever the current takes you. Stay in a lot of those current seams, stay right there, and just kind of, you're drifting down through them and just barely lifting that rod. Wait till it ticks bottom again, drop it back down. Pretty simple deal really, and we're constantly hitting a lot of these rocks and stuff like this, but you're just trying to touch bottom, pick it up, and that's been a productive way, especially when it seems like our fish kind of spread out and slow down a little bit in the middle of the day, to kind of move down these river systems and these seams, current seams and things like that, and just cover a bunch of water this time of day.
There we go. Here's a solid fish right here. Kind of slowed up a little bit this morning, just like we anticipated. It's a very windowy bite here, and we switched it up. We started drifting down river and we picked up a few fish, and there we go.
Pretty one.
There's a nice fish right here. Let's get him back. There we go. Swim another day.
I love it. Small river walleye.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Nice. We're on.
For real.
Why are we struggling with audio? Well, guys, not sure what was happening with my audio there. For some reason just stalled out for a second, but there we go. Another nice little river walleye, not gonna lie. It has gotten immensely slower in the middle of the day, hasn't it? Nobody's gonna disagree with that. Look at those cold water warts he's got on him. And we're just kind of grinding a few out and trying our best to make it happen. And, you know, it's definitely, I was catching them much quicker during that early morning time frame. But there we go. That's kind of the realistic part of a lot of these rivers before you get a bunch of runoff is there might not be a ton of fish moving around upriver. And with the water clear because no runoff, they might be it might be much more of a morning evening deal. But we're definitely just on a good spot right here and just kind of grinding them out as much as we can. I don't know how much of this middle of the day stuff we're even going to film because there might not be much to even film or talk about. But we're really putting all our eggs in the basket of this evening, something good happening. Oh, are we on?
Yeah.
Mitchie is on.
There we go.
Give me some of that. How's he feeling? Like, you guys got a damn mouthful of Starburst right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Fishing left-handed.
We'll take it, we'll take
What
it.
else can you ask for?
Nice
Is
little,
that a walleye though?
yeah, nice little river walleye.
Oh yeah.
Nice little river walleye. Is that jigging minnow or jigging plastic?
Digging minnow. He's digging deep now.
In the current. Give me some of
Digging
that.
deep.
Give me some of that. What a scenic night, huh? You'll land them. You'll land them.
It's also lefty. It's a weird.
Cool
Weird
little place to fish though, huh?
Yeah.
Nice little 16, 17er. Here we go, boys. On the board. Nice little fishy.
All right, there we go. My first one of the evening. And we had a plan tonight. Right at dark, we were going to hope to hit a bite window in these current seams. And right now, on cue, we got a first one. What do you think, Tommy? You think we're going to get some more?
Oh, we'll probably get a couple more.
That's
for
the
sure.
plan. The plan is to get more.
There she goes. There she goes. Not too shabby.
Get some more. Yeah. They just like left for Mexico.
Oh, dude, right there. You just caught one, and now I got one. How about that? How about that? Mitchie just caught a nice fish,
I literally haven't even put bait back on my hook yet.
and now I got a nice one out of the plastic. Get back in there, dude, because they're definitely running up that little current edge right there. Dude, and there's definitely something special about fishing some of these small river systems because it's a real like intimate style of fishing. A lot of times the structure you're fishing is like you visually see it with your eyes, you know, current breaks and things like that. And you know, you're not obviously catching the biggest fish in the world, but it is a fun change of pace from a lot of the big water fishing we do or things like that, dude. And if you can catch a bunch of nice fish like that, and look how that fish ate that jig, man. And that's the same plastic I was catching them on this morning, actually, which is that Kalen's tickle worm right there. And the tickle worm, kind of the biggest difference between like those ringworm style baits, like your swim bait, is that worm takes a lot less. It's a much more like neutral kind of bait. It takes almost no movement to make it move. And because of that, you can fish it super, super, super slow. There's a nice fish right there, man. All afternoon long, we'll catch those if we have to here. But look at that. Beautiful 16, 17er. Back down she goes. Evening window, Mitchell.
That's right.
Ain't nothing.
Oh, look at that, Tommy.
No way. No way, dude. We just really gotta stay on them here. We really gotta keep baits right in there
Yeah, we
here.
do. Keep going. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Every man for himself unless it's a big fish here.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the angle right there?
Yeah. It'll be a little better, too.
If he's better, let me know. I mean, this is the window we're after, isn't it?
This is it. I mean, he's not like better, but
He ain't an 8-pounder.
not an 8-pounder, but he might be.
He must have whacked it pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it was decent.
Same with mine. Mine absolutely walloped it.
Might be a better fish here.
Should I net him for you?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a nice one.
Not bad, not bad.
Scoop him on up.
It's not that big.
I'm gonna keep my bait in the water.
Keep your bait in the water, you can keep catching, boy.
Isn't it kind of cool fishing these littler rivers though? Oh, dude, nice chunker. It's definitely a fat one.
There we go. Fishing these little river systems is literally so much fun. We just got 3 in probably, what, 2 minutes, so we gotta keep fishing. Let's get them back in the water and go.
It's on. They're all kind of those perfect chunkers, aren't they?
Yeah, nice fish.
Perfect little 14, I'd say, 17, 18 inches. Caught some bigger ones yesterday, but can't complain about these ones for sure. All right, guys, we are now in the truck driving home. And it was a fun couple days on the river. It was a grind. You guys always want to see grinder videos. There's your grinder video. And Mitch will agree with me 100% that it was a grind. First day we got there, we heard some reports like, okay, we just, as we were driving down, looked at a few reports. It's like, oh, guys are catching quite a few fish. Got down there, first day, super well. Would you agree?
Yeah, first day was pretty good. We actually thought it was going to be like small fish, like I said earlier. And we caught some really nice fish, so we thought, hey, this place is awesome. We're going to crush it. And
bite just fell off the face of the earth. I mean, still catching fish, just a lot smaller ones, and had to work a lot more for them. But hey, that's fine. Still put a decent day together fishing. Yeah, that was kind of the deal. And it was, a lot of, we did a nice little walleye now video, kind of talking about some of those locations that you could fish in smaller rivers. And if you want to find that video, simply get on the Walleye Now app, click Let's Go Fishing at the bottom, and click on Early Spring and Rivers, and that thumbnail looks something like this. It'll be titled, let's say, small river spring run locations maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be kind of a good little video, kind of just highlighting some of the smaller details on the spots that we realized were holding fish. So that was kind of that, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. A little bit more of a grinder video, hitting some maybe lesser known locations, some small water, still super early in the spring, still super early to go out and see really good fishing, but as long as we got conditions that we can go do it, we're gonna go do it. Mitchell, any last words?
Nope, but we have a lot more coming, so obviously stay tuned.
Yeah, where are we going next?
I don't know. Where are we going next?
I'm trying to talk Mitchell into a very far away location, so stay tuned for that, and appreciate you guys watching this one. We'll see you next time.